I crossed countless light years to arrive at the blue world known as Earth. My superiors on the council had warned me many times. Kenlith, they said, these humans are unsophisticated, erratic, and driven by emotion rather than logic. Still, my assignment remained unchanged. I was to observe, initiate diplomatic contact, and evaluate whether this species posed any danger to the Interstellar Alliance. Now, as my vessel hovered silently above their atmosphere, I studied the planet below. Vast oceans reflected starlight while continents glowed with artificial illumination, resembling scattered constellations across green landmasses. From orbit, I monitored their cities, their movement, their energy patterns. Despite my advanced training, I felt a quiet tension mixed with curiosity. Something about this planet resisted easy classification. When clearance was granted, I descended toward one of their primary spaceports. As my ship touched down, I observed a group of humans gathered below, raising their limbs in what my database identified as a greeting. The first interaction defied expectation. Instead of fear or hostility, they displayed confidence and openness. As I exited my vessel, my biosuit adjusted to their environment, emitting a steady hum. One human stepped forward and extended a hand, a ritual they called a handshake. Though unnecessary for my species, I mirrored the gesture to honor diplomatic protocol. Their expressions were warm, their voices quick and expressive, yet organized in structure. I documented every detail. Their language carried rhythm, emotion, and intent. These were not traits of a reckless species. Soon, their designated leader approached. Ambassador Thorne carried herself with calm authority, balancing caution with assurance. She spoke openly of humanity's past conflicts, their growth, and their aspirations for peaceful coexistence beyond their world. As she spoke, I noted her command of complex ideas and her ability to guide attention without intimidation. Against my expectations, I felt a rare sensation from my kind. Respect. The humans did not behave as primitives. They listened, responded thoughtfully, and demonstrated a resilience our council had clearly overlooked. When I returned to my ship that night, Earth's twin moons shimmered across the ocean surface. In my journal, I recorded a troubling realization. Humanity did not align with our predictions. They were unpredictable, yes, but undeniably formidable. The following day, I attended a formal assembly with the Human Governing Council in their capital city. Towering structures surrounded us, illuminated by countless lights that reflected ambition and organization. While our translation systems ensured mutual understanding, I quickly realized that tone, expression, and intent carried meanings no device could fully interpret. The humans spoke with deliberate precision. Each statement was measured, each question layered with purpose. Their technology might have appeared crude compared to ours, but it concealed a refined social intelligence. They questioned our presence directly, yet without hostility. Their inquiries were strategic, revealing an awareness of political balance uncommon among newly contacted species. As the discussion progressed, I found myself modifying my own diplomatic stance. Underestimating them would have been a mistake. During a pause, a young scholar named Lyra presented a conceptual framework for interstellar cooperation. Her proposal challenged traditional alliance structures. Instead of dominance or hierarchy, she advocated mutual respect, shared knowledge, and adaptive collaboration. To my surprise, her argument was supported by historical evidence, data modeling, and ethical reasoning. My council would have dismissed such ideas as idealistic. Yet here, humans defended them with conviction and logic. I noted in my journal that humans wielded logic with precision and empathy with strength, a combination unfamiliar to my species. As negotiations continued, I experienced an unsettling truth. The humans were subtly guiding the discussion. Without aggression or overt challenge, they redirected outcomes through insight and timing. It was not a battle, but a careful intellectual exchange, one I struggled to counter. By the end of the session, my assumptions had eroded completely. Humans were neither weak nor naive. They were adaptable, creative, and strategically aware. Even their past errors revealed innovation rather than failure. I recorded a critical observation. Humanity's greatest advantage was not perfection, but their ability to learn rapidly and evolve. Our next engagement would test this further. At humanity's request, we organized a simulated planetary crisis. They wished to demonstrate problem solving, not through force, but through coordination and resource management. I agreed, confident yet increasingly uncertain of the outcome. The simulated catastrophe unfolded rapidly. Human teams mobilized with remarkable speed, sharing incomplete data while assigning responsibilities without hesitation. Instead of rigid adherence to protocol, they adapted continuously. Energy systems were rerouted, emergency shelters activated, and communication networks stabilized despite cascading failures. What alarmed me most was their composure. Humans balanced logic with intuition, adapting to unpredictable variables in ways my species could not replicate. Then, an engineer proposed an unorthodox solution. It relied on improvisation, calculated risk, and instinct rather than pre-approved models. No alien system would have considered it viable. Yet the plan succeeded. Within hours, the simulated crisis was resolved. I documented the result with growing unease. By efficiency standards alone, humanity surpassed many advanced civilizations. Beyond strategy and technology, the humans invited me into their culture. I witnessed art, music, and stories rich with emotion and contradiction. Their creations reflected struggle, hope, and resilience. I observed laughter beside disagreement, celebration beside sorrow. Their strength extended beyond intellect into spirit. One evening, a child handed me a simple drawing depicting friendship. No algorithm could interpret its meaning. I noted that humans drew strength from connection, imagination, and emotional depth. They endured hardship not through denial, but through unity. As days passed, my perspective on the interstellar alliance shifted. Unlike many species obsessed with control, humans sought cooperation and growth. Their unpredictability was not chaos, but innovation. I drafted revised diplomatic protocols for my council, accounting for humanity's unprecedented potential. The final decision meeting was decisive. The humans negotiated with confidence, ethics, and strategic clarity. They balanced caution with ambition, refusing subservience while offering partnership. In my final journal entry, I wrote words that would redefine interstellar history. Humans are not primitive. They are extraordinary. Upon returning to the council, I presented my findings plainly. Some resisted, clinging to outdated beliefs, but the evidence was irrefutable. Humanity possessed intellect, resilience, creativity, and unity. Earth was no longer a distant blue dot. It was a rising force. And I, Kenlith, had witnessed the beginning of a new interstellar era.